Hello, Carew and Nikki. I was almost done recording a video for you guys, doing a capture, and something locked up, and it's gone. So I'm going to start again. Nikki, I just want to respond to your video, so I'm going to go through this really quickly. I am glad you're healthy. I'm glad you're feeling better. I know it sucks to be sick. Carew and Gareth and Taryn have all been sick over the last month. Carew was sick while we were in Puerto Vallarta. It sucks, and I'm glad you're feeling better. I found actually since I've been working out more regularly, if I start getting sick, I I get on the machine and I work out really, really hard, and so far that's worked real well to keep me to fight off stuff. And I know that there are times when that doesn't work, but it's been good. Not that I'm telling you should do that. I just it's just what I've done recently. You were talking about Carew's talk about balancing life and work-life balance, and really there shouldn't be a dichotomy there between work and life. There should be life should include work. Anyway, what I'm let me write you a dissertation about it. No, but you phrased it as relationships versus success, and I think that there's something that I've noticed, since I quit my job. I'm actually very content. I don't feel a need for external affirmation. Actually, I know enough people in the community. I've accomplished enough things that people know about where I don't feel like I have to, when you're like when I started grad school, all the grad students come in and they're all a little insecure and they all want to impress one another. Or when you start a new job and you're coming in and you just kind of want to impress everyone. And it's tough to dial it back and not let that insecurity drive you to be a little bit annoying. And I think for people like you, Nikki, and like Sarah, for the first 20 years of our marriage, when you're not working on something, you're not working in an office where you're getting, you can prove your value, and that you're good at what you do over and over again, and you're not getting external affirmation. I think it can be easy to lose confidence. And I really admire the way that both you and Sarah, I mean, both of you have advanced degrees, which I know helps, but I think your confidence and your self, your contentedness is to be admired, and I think that's really cool. Now, Carew may have some of that as well. I tend to, I don't think I would have had that confidence to do that, but Carew may have it. But I think, you talked about him always going shirtless, and I think that has something to do with the lack of confidence. I think he feels like as a human being he doesn't have enough value, so he's trying to flaunt his body to get attention. He's always the good-looking guy, and he uses that. Grand Budapest Hotel. I watched that movie on the plane on the way back from Wales, and it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I'd never heard of it because I'm completely out of touch with pop culture. But man, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I'd like to see it again. So definitely watch it. Why did we go to Puerto Vallarta? We went to Puerto Vallarta because every year, for I don't know, it's probably been 15 years now, Sarah's parents have taken us on vacation somewhere. And they don't pay for our plane tickets, but they have a timeshare condo organization where they can expend the points to get units. And so they always put us up in, in a unit, and we'd go on vacation with them, and we would pay for our airfare and for our food once we're there, but they would take care of the lodgings, which made it affordable for us when we were younger and poorer than we are now, but we still kind of do it. So that's why we went to Puerto Vallarta 9 years ago, and we had a great time there then, and the same resort, and we had a really good time this time, and I'll tell you more about that in I've got to cut together that footage, and I will do it. Next year I think we're going to go to Mazatlan, and we actually talked to Carew about maybe getting Carew and Beth to go with us to Kauai, because oh man, I loved Kauai. I really, really enjoyed that, but that didn't work out. Maybe some other time. You asked, oh, you talked about the snow hiking and working out and how Scott weighs less. Yes, so what I was saying actually, Scott Fairley is significantly taller than me. He's like 6'1". He's probably like 3 to 4, maybe 4 to 5 inches taller than me. Um, he's even a little taller than Carew. I think Carew's what 6'1", something like that. 6 foot 6'1", and so he's bigger than me height wise, but I outweigh him by probably 10 pounds. Um, so yeah, technically I probably should have had the bigger snowshoes on, but they're his snowshoes, so I can't argue with that. He loaned me a pair of snowshoes. I enjoyed using them. Um, Working out, I feel like I've talked about working out a lot, but basically, like back in October, when I was playing soccer in the men's league, I was feeling kind of inadequate. I was feeling physically out of shape, even though I was working out. It's been several years now that I've been working out pretty regularly. Usually 3 to 4 times a week, half an hour on this exercise machine that you can see right there. Um, but I decided that I was going to step it up because I wanted to. I didn't feel great, and so since then I've been working out for an hour every day in the morning, 7 days a week. I've missed a few days here and there, but pretty consistently for almost three, maybe a little more than 3 months now, I've been doing that. And so, you talked about how when I go hiking, it's a good workout, and it is a good workout, but I worked out in the morning and then I go hiking, or like I work out and I go walking with Scott O'Daniel, and I like to walk, and we'll walk. We walk and talk because it's what we do together, and we usually go for 2 hours, so we'll walk between 6 and 8 miles depending on how we're feeling, and just do that. And then like that hike I did work out before. I'm also playing tennis, anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week, depending on. Gareth's been sick, so I've been playing recently with him. I guess we played Thursday for the first time in a couple weeks. But yeah, and I went and played indoor soccer today. So yeah. So I'm getting lots of physical activity, which is really good. I'm enjoying it. Also, yesterday, actually, I've had a really busy weekend. It's been fun. I played a gig last night. I actually got a gig at Hamley's where they pay me $100, and I played solo instead of playing with Margaret and Jen. And so I played from 9 to midnight last night with 2 15-minute breaks, and had a really good time. It's like I prepared 3 sets of 14 songs, so I had 42 songs altogether. I ended up not needing all of them. I kind of ran out of time at the end, so I didn't have to sing some of them. But I'm playing on February 28th as well, same time frame, and actually it was cool because they paid me $100 plus I got tips, so I made $124. Woohoo! But and so for 3 hours of work, but of course I practiced 2 to 3 hours every day in the last week leading up to this, so that you gotta practice. So yeah, that was really fun. But it's funny because I worked out in the morning, and then I went for the long walk with Scott, and I was kind of worried about my energy level from 9 to midnight because it's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of physical work. When I'm playing live, I sweat a lot. So I know I'm exerting myself. Yeah, but it was good. But it's funny because I got home and I couldn't sleep. I ended up being up till like 2:30 in the morning because I just had an adrenaline rush or something, So I'm gonna sleep tonight. Let me tell you, after working out and playing soccer. So that was really fun. Backpacking stuff I've got coming up. I've been really excited about backpacking. Let's see if I can make this quick because I'm already at 10 minutes. Scott Fairley and I are planning in 2 weeks to go for a little 2-night trip down the Snake River, and it's just like 5 miles in, and then a day hike the next day, and then hike out on Sunday. So that should be fun. Brad actually talked to me about the possibility of going to the West Coast Trail on Vancouver Island this August. And I'm really excited about that. That's like a 47 to 50 mile hike, depending. And I've been watching videos on YouTube about it, and I'm really excited. It's apparently can be a very tough hike depending on the weather. So yeah, I'm psyched about that. By the way, my phone is beeping at me. I am not watching the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is happening right now as we speak. And I am deliberately not watching it because it's going to stress me out, because I really don't like the Patriots. And I like the Seahawks, and I want them to win. So I'm deliberately removing myself from the situation so that my blood pressure stays low and I can be happy. Yeah, that's my story. I've been actually looking at improving my gear for hiking. I'm trying to get the base weight of my pack under 10 pounds, and I'm pretty close. And I actually bought an expensive tent, and I feel kind of bad about that. But I've been pretty careful about how I've spent money on packing gear, and that tent is really the only really expensive thing I bought. So I feel okay about that. But I don't know. I hate spending money. I mean, I like getting new things and trying them out because they're useful, but I hate spending money. So anyway, that's all I've got. I'm going to try to put together a video, put together the video of the footage from PV, Puerto Vallarta, soon. And until then, I'll talk to you. Until then, just enjoy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye.